Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Man U Agenda. So, guys, welcome. How is everyone doing?
We're good.
Go on. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you, brother. How are you?
Okay, I'm brilliant. Kahunde, how are you feeling today?
Good, thanks.
Good. So,
I'm
guys,
all right,
guess
man.
what?
I'm good, thank you.
Guess what, guys? It's
What's that?
semi-final week. Semi-final week. Ole at the wheels. Ole at
Ollie's
the
big test.
wheel.
Ollie's big test. This is his bogey stage, isn't it? Like, you
Yes,
know?
exactly. So we need to get past this fifth semi now, don't we? Or is it sixth semi?
Yeah,
Get
this
the
is the
Viagra
attempt
out.
number 6.
Yeah, get the Viagra out, innit?
Yeah,
When's it
yeah.
gonna
Work the
come?
magic.
When are we gonna come?
Yeah. So, guys, it's gonna be the preview show. We're a bit early because we've got sort of like lots going on this week. So it's a preview show for Manchester United versus Roma. Classic game.
Yeah.
Cristiano Ronaldo outjumped the defense and scored a banger. That's all I remember. That's my memory. So, guys, let's get straight into it. Kahunde, how do you feel? How are you feeling about this game, going into this game on Thursday?
To be honest, I'm not too sure because I don't know much about Roma. I don't know much about how they play. I used to be able to name the whole team like 10 years ago, whatever, 12 years ago. But now I don't keep up with Italian football as much. I don't know how they're really doing. So I don't know if they're going to be too much of a threat to us. But
Yeah.
I think, you know, if we're able to beat Milan, and Milan are doing better than them, we should be able to get past Roma. The only thing I'm worried about, home leg first. I don't want to concede an away goal. That could be dangerous for us. So, yeah, I'll be happy with just a 1-0 if we could get it.
Let's go to on Monday, that 1-0 win, eh? Keep the defense, cheer it up. What?
Yeah,
Come on,
I'll be
talk
happy.
to me about this then.
I'll be happy with 1-0. I have to reiterate what Kahinde said. I don't know much about foreign football anymore. I have to do my research, really dig deep to find out what's going on in abroad. Because, like you said, a few years ago, I was like, bam on it. I know every player. But with Roma, I still know a lot of their players. I know that they've got a lot of quality, especially in midfield. We know Jekyll. We know a few of their players. We know Smalling, Mkhitaryan. You know, but there's a few other players like Zanalo and Ting in midfield that I've always kept my eye on. He's been linked with Man United before, young midfielder. So yeah, they're not to be played at. They've reached here, so we have to show them respect. Their form's a bit off, but I think they've got us. With teams like this in the Italian league, they're waiting for us. This is their cup final. So coming to the big stage, let's bring it on. I'm sure it's going to be an entertaining game.
Yeah. So what I can see with Roma, and it's the same. Like a few years ago, I could name every single player in the Roma team. Now I'm just about able to name a couple. I know they got that El Sholazi or whatever his name is.
He ain't playing. He ain't
going to be playing at all. But he was at AC Milan and he was a baller when he was at AC Milan, and then he moved to Roma. Not much of him. But I'm really looking. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. Everyone here probably know I'm not Ole in, but at the same time, I'm going to back him. I'm going to support it because I've got to support my team and I've got to support whatever the manager philosophy is going to be going into this game. And I think we can win. But there's a few things we're going to discuss. Bless you. There's a few things we're going to discuss which I think might create problem, especially with Jekyll, because Jekyll is a beast and we got to remember that. Yeah. So let's start talk about the injuries. Let's start talking about our team lineup first. So normally I'll have it up on screen. Unfortunately, I don't have it up on screen today. So starting goal, I think it's going to be Henderson. I think De Gea will start in goal.
Yep.
We've got obviously Luke Shaw's out, suspended. Maguire's out, suspended. So it's going to be Wan-Bissaka, and I think it was going to be Lindelof, and it will be Lindelof and Bailly in centre back.
You sure about the suspension?
No. I think that Lindelof, Shaw, and Maguire were suspended for the second leg of the Granada game.
Was it second leg? Oh, sorry. Okay.
So we've got everyone available.
Oh, yeah, is everyone back? Yeah. So let's do this then. 1 second.
Well done,
Mr. B. Well done, Kunde. You put me back in my box.
Good evening, Mr. B.
Good evening. So, looking at this prediction, this is a prediction we had earlier up, and obviously because of suspension, something was saying to me that there was a bit of suspensions going on. So I probably would say I've gone with Henderson. The reason why I've gone with Henderson is because De Gea to me is still our number one keeper. But I think because it's the semi-final, and I think Ole wants to get through to this semi-final into the final, I honestly believe. Oops, sorry. Let me do something. I'm trying to take away something from here so we can see it properly. So for me, okay. So Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire, Shaw, Fred, and Scott. Then I've gone for Pogba, Bruno Fernandez, and Rashford and Cavani. So is there any changes in that team? Let's go to Kahunde. You would make.
Nah, I think that's the correct team. I think that's the team Ollie will put out because of obviously the McFred thing, and you got to be cautious at first. And playing Pogba in there as well helps with the midfield as well. So he'll be cautious, and I think maybe as the game will go on, we need a goal. He can make the changes. We've got Greenwood to come on, Ahmad, James. You know, he can bring on fresh legs. But I think that's that's probably the right lineup.
Yeah. And on Monday?
For me, it's not the right lineup, but I think Ollie would probably play something similar to that. I think Greenwood maybe could get a start as well. Don't want to kill his momentum. He's been playing well recently. So Greenwood's the only one I would suggest might be in with a shout.
Yeah. And you know what? It's a good call because like I said, I can't name all the Roma's players, but I do keep in sort of contact with the Italian football. And Roma, what they do is it's almost like they sneak a draw all the time away from home, but it seems like they always get that 1-0 win and they close the doors on that 1-0 win. What I've seen of them so far this season, they're finished top of their group, and in their group stages at home, they've won, I think, 2 of their games at home, and the rest of them they drew away from home. And that's how Roma's form is. So, sorry. So, okay, yep. So, sorry, there was a few things I need to hit back up there. Whoops, wrong one. So, let's go to Kahunde now. Kahunde, obviously, Chris Smallings. We sold him to Roma for a fee estimated at 15 million euros, which is 13 million. Was that the right idea to get rid of him? Because when we sold him, I thought he was still our best defender, centre-back.
I was a fan of Chris Smalling. I think he was very efficient. He was really good in the air. His distribution was it wasn't great, but it was just, you just do the straight pass. And at the time, I thought we should have kept him.
Yeah,
I thought he would be a perfect partner for Maguire because I preferred him over Lindelof and Bailly just for the experience that he had. But I could see why after the loan move, he probably felt he wanted to move on if he was not first choice with Ollie. So yeah, it's one of those ones like Lukaku, you know, good player, but at the same time, you know, I understand why Ollie wanted to move him on.
Yeah. And let's go to Monday. To be honest with you, for me, I look at him and I thought he's fantastic captain for us as well. So he had he was one of those who could bring the ball out from the back and play. And I was surprised when Ole got rid of him.
Yeah. So Chris Smalling, I know you're going to laugh at this, Kahinde, because me and Kahinde used to talk. We called him an instructions player. So he would do the right thing, like get the ball, pass it to feet, you know, these instructions like a robot almost. Yeah. You know? But in the air, fantastic. I've seen him play live a few times, and I couldn't believe how good he was. Like I saw him get to West Ham once, commanding, bam, you know, solid. He's got the frame. He's big. He's strong. He's fast. But I just think he's not really a football man. You know, like people like footballers.
Yes.
He's like someone who's got the physical attributes, and someone said you should be a footballer and put him in defense and do all that kind of thing. He does judo, other stuff like that. He's softly spoken. He's not like a tough centre back like that. So I like him a lot. At the time, I was disappointed when he left, but I think what it was, we were looking for like a ball playing centre back, and he doesn't really fit the bill because he just plays that percentage pass all the time. You're not going to see him drive like Harry Maguire and be more fluid and play crossfield defensive crossfield balls and all that kind of thing. So yeah, good player, and I wish him all the best because he seems like a nice guy.
Yeah, exactly. And he's like Adebayor, like you said. Adebayor didn't really like playing football, but because he was gifted, that was it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, he didn't like football. He was just gifted.
And also, Monday's right, because Smalling did start his career late. He was discovered late, you know, and
from the lower leagues.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. He signed for Fulham for literally a couple of thousand, and then signed for Man United this season after. He didn't even play 20 games for Fulham, and Man United, Ferguson signed him.
I remember when he was at Fulham, he got noticed because he had a good game against Drogba. So
yeah, exactly. So guys, we're going to talk about key players. We're just going to run through a couple of key players, and Bruno. I'm going to start with Bruno Fernandez at the moment, and then we're going to go to Pogba. Bruno Fernandez for me right now is in and out of games. I watched him the other day playing against Leicester, and Leicester literally, Leeds United. He got marked out of the game by Phillips. He got marked, but there were certain things where he got away from him and play a couple of passes through, but they didn't free him. And with Roma, I could see Roma doing the exact same thing to him as what Leeds United did, because then he goes quiet and Man United simply go quiet. So the other question I was going to say, do you think this is a game now? Because you know what they're going to do to Bruno Fernandes, because they think he's a talisman for Man United. Do you think Pogba need to come this game on Thursday and just step up their level?
Pogba.
Kohune. Paul Pogba, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you're asking me?
Yeah, Kohune, please.
Yeah, I think Pogba is going to be very important in this game, more influential, because I think with Bruno, like obviously the game against Leeds, he did get marked out the game, but I think a lot to do with that is fatigue. He hasn't had a rest, and I would like to see Ollie rest him at some point. I know there's not long for the season to go, but you know he needs some sort of freshening up. But Pogba is there to help him.
Yeah.
In a game like this, because Pogba can drive from the midfield, and he's got different attributes, different weapons. He can hold a guy off, he can spray long balls, like, you know. So as long as Pogba's there with him, it should help out a lot.
Yeah, and let's go to on Monday, Pogba. We missed him in the last sort of the games where he's injured for those 6 games. He came back against AC Milan and he did fantastic against them. Yeah. Now, again, I'm going to ask the same question about him stepping up, because he's a world-class player. There's no doubt about it. It's just certain fans don't believe in his ability and because of his age and things. But whilst he's wearing that shirt for Man United, I'll back him and defend him because he is world class.
Yeah, Pogba, this game is made for him. He's played in Italian football, remember that. So he's got something to prove. And this is a shop window for him also. Not saying that in a bad way, Man United, but this is a game, like with AC Milan, he will step it up. He will have something to prove. He can talk Italian. They're going to think they know him. They think they're going to know his game. And he's going to step it. Trust me, I'm 100%. I'm saying this with so much conviction, as much conviction as I said we're going to win the title this year. But Pogba's going to step up and move up these guys. He's got something to prove out there, and he's going to be the MOM. We were talking after game about Pogba was fantastic, doing bits. They can't handle him. He knows it. Yeah. So when they're doing their pre-game thing, they're going to be saying, "How are we going to deal with Pogba?" Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how good he is. They will look at the AC Milan games. He blows and skirts. This guy is good, you know?
Yeah.
So forget Bruno. It's all about Pogba tomorrow. And Pogba, something about his character. I know he's going to want to shine tomorrow.
Yeah.
He's going to shine. So I do it in the Prem, but he's going to show the rest of Europe, look at me. It's my time. So let's go, Man United. Let's go, Pogba.
Let's do this. And now let's go to Kohune now. Defense. I know you guys both defenders. And we always bring it back to Lindelof. And it's almost like we batter and ramp him every single week, isn't it? And every week he proves us wrong. For the last few weeks now, he's proven us wrong. And you got to give take your hats off to him. He's been stepping up lately, but he is still the weak link, because with Maguire next to him, Maguire will deal with Jekyll. Maguire will deal with him, but it's Lindelof. Will they target Lindelof? So I'm hoping if they do try to target him, that obviously Maguire will then step in and take control of it. Now, for me, looking at it from sort of my point of view, do you think, even though I put the team lineup, that Ole could go and change and play Bailly, because Bailly's back in training? He's just signed a new contract. Kohunde.
I don't see Ole doing that because it's too soon. I mean, Bailly's only just come back from, the COVID thing. And so I think it's too soon to just throw him in there. Like, I don't know how much fitness he's done on training and preparation and all that. So, but I do think Jekyll will definitely target Lindelof.
Yeah.
And that's something to be a little bit worried about. But I think with Lindelof, obviously he has his weaknesses, but he's played with Maguire a lot now, so they've developed a partnership, and they're able to help each other out. So I think we should be all right. We should be all right.
Yeah, and the defense of the defenders on Monday. The defense of the defenders.
I defend them all the while. Yeah, I agree with Kohunde 100%. We're on the same page, bro. Yeah, I don't think there's any issues to worry about tomorrow. I don't see them getting in behind us. The only thing I'm worried about is them playing football. They got ballers. Like I keep saying, this guy Zanalo, yes. Whatever. If he's playing, because he's been out for 6 months, but if he's playing, he's one of the best players out there. And then they got Pellegrini as well, good ball player, midfield thing. So if they start playing the ball and in front of us, I can see them spreading the ball through somebody or doing something like that. But as it comes to the physical or getting behind us like that, I don't see it happening. As in thing, I see them sort of ball playing, and then boom, one little through ball or something like that. Main thing we've got to do, both Lindelof and Maguire can deal with Jekyll. He's 35 years old now. Just keep him facing the other way. Don't let him turn. Just if he holds up or whatever, tries to think, let him pass it off. Yeah. Don't foul him, but just don't let him turn and don't let him get a shot off, because he can shoot with both feet. And obviously he's good in the air, he's 6'4", something like that. But just keep him going that way. Keep him going back. Keep going back that way. That's all we need to do. I'm not really worried. Yeah. They're more worried than us. I've done my homework, I don't want to drag this on. I've done my homework. I've been looking like all day and researching it. They're really worried about us. And what made me laugh about it, I looked on one of their websites and their fan pages, all the kind of thing, and they were talking about us and our system of play. And I'm thinking, what system of play are they talking about? I'll send you the link.
Hold on. Don't get there, because Kohunde is looking at you funny now.
Well, this is what I'm saying, but this is what they're saying about us. This is what they're saying about us. Basically, they're saying we overlap, we get double up, and we play balls into feet, and we try to sort of penetrate with Bruno, and then we got talking about Luke Shaw a lot, linking up with Rashford, all the things that we've spoken about. But to them, it's like really scary. To us, I mean, we discuss this every week, and it's like, it's not good enough. But obviously, they see us as a real threat.
Yeah, and with it as well, touching back to Jekyll, I'm just hoping they don't get a lot of set pieces, really and truly, because that's the problem for us when we're conceding goals at the moment. It's all sort of...
It's one guy. We just got.
Yeah, I know. But again, like you
there's
said,
no one else.
Yeah, like you said though, it's all like with them. They got ball players, they got creative players, but they got no pace, so they shouldn't really and truly get in behind us. They shouldn't do that at all, unless someone's having a very off day. So obviously we've got that. We've got Mkhitaryan as well, which obviously ex-Man United player, ex-Man United Arsenal player. For me, hasn't really featured that well for them this season either. He's been hot and cold the whole season. Yeah, he's played, but he's been very hot and cold this season for them. Now, I've put him down as one of the players I honestly believe will try and create problems, because he's trying to prove a point.
Yeah.
So let's go to Kohunde. Kohunde, could he really and truly hurt us?
Listen, he has got a lot of talent. We know that. And he was quite influential in that period when we won the Europa League. Did he score in the final for us? Was it him and Pogba?
Him and Pogba.
Yeah, Pogba scored, but I'm sure he
scored. He scored the first goal. He scored the first goal.
Yeah. And even in the build up to that, because I think when his season with us, it was like a bit up and down the first season. He wasn't on form, and then he started to reach some really good form.
Yeah.
And what he did in Germany was unreal.
Under Klopp.
Yeah.
But I think his best days are behind him, to be honest. But I'm not saying that he can't create some bit of magic if we're not fully focused.
Yeah. So guys, if you're
very,
watching,
very good
liking
baller,
the content,
very good at finding spaces.
Yeah. Sorry, I could now cut you off there. If you like this content, guys, please like, please share, please subscribe. This is FTB Sports, and we are, well, FTB Sports and the United Agenda are part association with FTB Sports, guys. And obviously we've got Paxton Road, the Arsenal guys on here as well, and the Liverpool guys on here as well. So let's go to on Monday, and then to finish off that, wrap that up for us, and then after that we're going to then talk about a couple of injuries we've got at United at the moment. So again, we're talking about Mkhitaryan. What threat do you think he posed against us on Thursday?
Zero threat. Finished. I remember him as a good player, like Kinde was saying, but nah, we cannot allow him to do anything against us. If he does, shame on us, because the man's old, past it. If he ain't got the legs, look, we play in the Premiership, and we've seen the levels now. We played AC Milan, we played Real Sociedad. He's not going to be able to beat us with pace or do anything like that. Any kind of trickery, play him. Just play him. Play him the other way. Don't let him, let him play his thing, but out of the danger area. Come in the danger zone, clamp it down, and stop him. I can't see us cause us any problems, to be honest. I don't want my, boys to bite me, but I really don't see it. I'm sorry. I see a threat from another area. Mkhitaryan, you're finished.
Yeah.
The Armenian.
Yeah, that's it. Latest injury for us, obviously Martial knee unknown. We don't know when he's going to come back. There was rumors of him coming back before to the final, basically. If we made the final, he could be fit there. Knowing him, he could be trying to push his luck to get to that final. Phil Jones was due to come back in training, but we don't know when. It's unknown knee again. And then for me, I'm going to look at Edin Dzeko record this season, 2021 season. He's played 23 games. He scored 7 goals and assisted 1. Smalling, we talk about him. We played only 15 games this season for them and assisted 2. And with Mkhitaryan, he played, I think, 26 games for them this season, but hasn't been as commanding and as what he was influential this season before that for them. So, guys, with Jekyll, obviously, we're talking about Jekyll being a threat. He's only scored 7 goals in 23 appearances. When you look at that return record,
that's not bad for Syria. It's not bad for Syria.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
So with them, like I said, I'll keep an eye on them. And what I've seen of them, for me, they've drawn too many games. They've drawn far too many games in the league. They started off really well in the league, but they're no mugs. So at the end, to be honest with you, that's how we got to do it. So guys, we're going to look at head-to-head. And then we're going to then, on Monday, I know you've done some homework, so I'm going to get you to give us some of your homework that you've done. So can we just hit these comments out for us, please, on Monday?
Hello, Mr. B. Where are you, man? Mr. Evening, gents. It's going to be an easy night's work, 3-1. Woo.
Oh,
nice.
Okay.
B again, back 4 will be first choice. And with Henson, he thinks Henson, I think, say De Gea. What do you think, bro?
I've gone De Gea. I've gone De Gea.
Okay. Mr. B again. Boo to being cautious. We are Man United at home. Yeah, Beast chest. I like it.
I think this message we might have to take down, innit? Hold on.
All right, Bert Raccoon, Eric, the Ajax coach for sure, as Tottenham manager next season. His philosophy and his ability to bring food. I think you're in the wrong show.
He's on the It's on the other one. It's the Spurs one.
Yeah,
the Spurs one's going now as well. The Spurs one going. Thanks for the comment. Appreciate the support and everything. The Spurs boys are on as well on the other channel, but yeah, you can join in here as well with us. So before I go to head and we do the prediction, let's go to on Monday. You got a few bits you wanted to say about obviously the Roma game.
Okay, so I haven't watched from Roma that much this season. Done a little homework today. had a look at their players. I know look at their players. So the thing is, I know the players, but I haven't seen them perform this season. Pellegrini, midfielder, baller, proper baller. You know, one of these guys who can do everything. And then these guys are better IQ than our players, and they get ball retention much better than us. You know, Italians, they're shrewd, aren't they? Look at the draws they've been having. So he's a key player. They got a guy called Pastore, Xavier Pastore. He's playing PSG.
Good.
Before he hasn't been playing.
He's supposed to be the new Riquelme. He's good playmaker.
Yeah,
hasn't been playing for them this season. Diawara, he's a defensive midfielder.
Good player as well.
Yeah, but he hasn't been playing much this season. Zinalo, this is my guy. I've always watched out for him. Hasn't been playing much this season. Injuries. Mkhitaryan played enough games. You know, got the sauce for them in that league when it's slow. Jekyll, obviously, we know about.
We know about Jekyll.
He's, you know, we know what he's about. We know what we can do. Just keep him facing the other way. El Shori, as you mentioned earlier, great young player, talent, injury prone though, and he's sort of gone off the scene. He was seen as one of the wonder kids a few years ago. He used to have that like Mohican hair. Guys remember that, and skills and running the ball, you know, but not playing well. Hardly any games this season. Yeah. Now here we go. Defense, Mancini, centre back. Someone we should be looking at. I'm gonna be scouting him tomorrow. He's their centre back. Yeah, he's
sick. Yeah, he's good.
Sorry,
he's very good.
Oh yeah. Oh, good.
He's 6'6". He's big guy. Big guy.
What do you mean 6? Oh, 6'6". Sorry.
Yeah.
He's huge.
And they've also got Fazio from he used to play in Spain for Valencia, maybe. Think Fazio. No, centre back. Another big centre back. Yeah. Smalling hasn't been getting that many games. 12 games, 3 subs.
He's been injured though. He's been injured.
Oh, he's been injured. Okay.
Yeah, he's been injured for the last month and a half.
And the goalkeeper's pretty decent as well. So
their goalkeeper is decent. Yeah, good keeper.
The main thing is, I think, like you said, they'll be trying to, like AC Milan, trying to get a result. Remember when AC Milan played us, we were raving about their midfield, how they could, like the Dread and Kessie and the other guy. Yeah. We were raving about them, but it's a different style of play, isn't it? They keep the ball, they're comfortable, moving it, shifting it. Not fast enough to get beyond us, but enough to say, wow, these guys are ballers. Yeah. So we said. So I think we're going to experience the same thing tomorrow with their midfield. They've got another guy, I think he's from Belgium. I can't pronounce his name. So I just think it's going to be a case of they'll be trying to ball it, keep possession, and wait for that opportunity, and they'll be shrewd at the back and try to think. They'll be unwise to push forward and let us go over the top. Because in their scouting report they had that I was watching, it was all about the pace. They were wary about our pace over the top. So I expect it to be like an exciting game for football. You know, if you've got a football brain and you're watching the game, I expect it to be really exciting tactically. Some people say, oh, that's boring. But I'm looking at like matchups and clash of stars, all that kind of thing. So I expect it to be an exciting game in that sense. But I also expect it us to be able to sort of outwork them a little bit and show them a bit more pace, something they haven't seen that much, you know? So looking forward to it. Sorry.
For me, I'm looking at us on Thursday night of retaining the ball, keeping hold of the ball. And if we can keep hold of the ball, I think after battle is won already.
I hope so. I hope you're right. Yeah, that would do a lot. That would do a lot for us.
It's done. That's the only thing we need to do.
In their half.
In their half. Retain the ball in their half. Don't do anything stupid. Keep it simple. And like Koundé, and I think me and Koundé always said it as well. When Pogba play with Fred does the easy things. So if Fred and Pogba line up tomorrow together, I'm expecting that.
Yeah.
I'm expecting it. I'm not expecting anything from Fred taking wild shots. In Fred, we stand.
And also, sorry, just to add, I think like we should be. Don't worry about the so-called lack of pace. This opportunity to push forward and play football in their half. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it because Jekyll and they might have a couple others forwards and everything else, but they play as a team to get into our half. And then start playing. They're not going to play break football. You know, I don't think so. You know.
Yeah. Oh, good.
The Man United centre, smash and like that button. Come on.
Yep. So, guys, before we continue, we're just going to look at the head-to-head, and then we're going to do our prediction for the score. So let's look at the head-to-head. When you guys see the head-to-head, you guys are going to smile. It's going to give you very good confidence. So this is our head-to-head with them. So 2008 we beat them 1-0. 2008 again, that's the return leg, we beat them 2-0. Then we drew against them 1-1. That's the game that basically where they scored at home, and then Ronaldo had to do something naughty in the next game. And that was that sort of 7-1.
Yep.
Then, so we went 1-0, sorry, then 7-1. And then all of a sudden, Roma beat us 2-1 in 2007. So far, up until, 2007, last time they beat us, but we've only faced them 6 times in their history. So let's start with the prediction. Let's get rid of that and let's get the banner back off. So guys, prediction. Let's go Kuhunde. What's your prediction?
I'm going to say United 1-0. Looking back at that, I'm going to go a one-day sort of thing. We should be able to get 1-0, just like we were close to getting that 1-0 home win against Milan. We should be able to get a nice 1-0 against this team. Looking at the previous results, Roma don't seem to score a lot of goals. They've only ever scored 1 goal against us, in a game.
2-1.
Oh, yeah, sorry, 2-1.
Yeah, 2-1, yeah.
Yeah. But, and also, do you remember when they came back against Barcelona a few years ago? They beat them 3-0.
Oh, yes, yes.
The first 4-1. That was a shock. But, I think we're going to be compact, and I think we'll get the vital goal. And I'm saying 1-0. We'll try not to concede.
Shout out to. Oh, so he's taking a leaf out of on Monday's book on Monday.
Say something else on Monday.
Come on Monday.
I cannot
something
say
else.
anything else. I am a robot. It has to be 1-0. It's got to be 1-0 again. Get that lead. It's going to be a tight game, different type of football. That's what I'm saying. This is great experience for all our players now going into the Champions League next season. Manage the game. Manage these games. Get that 1-0 up and then manage it and see it out. Don't go to 5 at the back with 10 minutes to go and allow them to put pressure on us when they didn't put pressure on us the whole game. Manage the game. They're afraid of us. Trust me. 1-0, Man United.
Okay,
And
guys.
sorry, I'm even going to tell you a goal scorer. Yeah?
Yeah.
Harry Maguire.
It'd be nice if you get a goal. It would be nice.
We can't break them down. We can't break down Leeds. We can't break down Palace, all these teams. It's going to be a set piece, and we're going to come through. Boom. I noticed Harry's been looking. Harry's numbers this season for corners and all that kind of thing. He's not good for what he is. So I guarantee he's going to beat his marker and power it in.
Yeah. He needs a goal, though. Harry Maguire needs
That's
a goal.
what I'm saying.
Harry, as I said the other day on Twitter, Harry world-class Maguire. I don't think those words would come out my mouth.
Thank you.
So
retweet me in that, man. I love that talk.
Yeah. So for me, I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna come off completely of what result you're giving me. I'm confident. Super confident that, as I said, I back my club, I back my team no matter what. I don't back the manager, but I'm backing him on Thursday. 3-0 United.
Woo!
3-0 United.
What do you
I'm
think?
not playing. 3-0. Clean sheet at home. And I'm going to say Pogba is going to run riot. Paul Pogba will be running riot. That's all I'm saying. So, guys, if you want to keep commenting, and we will answer your comments after the show on the thread. But, guys, this is your Man United agenda, and this is Solo 7 on Monday, Kuhunde. Guys, it's absolutely brilliant as always. And remember to tune in to FTB Sports, Paxton Road. The Armory is coming soon with the Arsenal boys. And we've got the Liverpool show as well, guys. So it's all, we're the same team. So, guys, please like, please share, please subscribe. And have a absolutely amazing evening.